Do you want to make thumbnails like this, this, and this? If so, you have come to the right place. Now, first of all, why would you be choosing this video over many others? Now, I'm actually a thumbnail artist myself, and I've been making thumbnails for over a year and a half. And this is some of my work. Some of my biggest clients have been Razorfish Gaming, 700,000 subscribers, Chisel, 300,000 subscribers. Now, I'm not trying to boast or anything like that. I'm just telling this because I have a little bit of experience, so you can definitely trust me on this. Okay, so firstly, we'll be starting with the character render. So for the character render, you need the Roblox Studio, you need the Moon Animator plugin, and you need the character load-in plugin. Both of these plugins are completely free, and the link to get them will be in the description. You have to get these two plugins, without which you cannot do it, so definitely get that before you open up Roblox Studio. So once you open up Roblox Studio, it should be looking like this. So you can choose anything which you want, it doesn't really matter. I'll just be going with classic baseplate. Okay, so once it opens up, nothing too crazy going on, just a baseplate at the bottom. So firstly, we're going to be doing the character render. So for the character render, we'll be using our Roblox avatar. So to insert your Roblox avatar over here, all you have to first do is go to the plugins tab, click load character, and over here you have to insert your Roblox username. So I'm just going to add mine. And now you're going to have two options, either spawn it as R6 or spawn it as R15. I highly recommend you to spawn it as R15 since R15 just gives much more options to pose around. So it's much more better. So just click spawn R15 and your avatar should spawn in here. So once that's done, just cross this out. And now it's time to pose. So for posing the avatar, you have to click Moon Animator. And over here, file, new animation, and just name it whatever you want. I'll just name it test for vid, confirm. Now click this cross icon, click your avatar, and it should show up rig and C-frame, both should show up, and just click OK. So to pose it, you just have to play around to really understand it, because that's just the only way to do it. So I'm just going to do like a time lapse of me posing. You can just put whatever pose you want, and I'll just do like a time lapse of it. So let's begin. Okay, so I'm actually done with my pose. I'm just happy with it. So you can make whatever pose you want again. It does not have to be this. So now you must be wondering, how are you going to put a face on this, because you can't really put a smiley face on a sad video. So firstly, you have to go to toolbox and just search whatever face you want. So for example, you want to put a sad face, just search up sad face and choose whatever you want. So I'll be just putting like a cool happy face. So let me just search it. Okay, nothing came up. I'll just do cool face. Okay, so just choose whatever face you want. You have to choose the type of faces which are like on a yellow kind of board or something like that. So this is just okay for me. So I'll just click this, and it has scripts. So just click OK. So it should show up like this. So just you must be wondering like, how are you going to put this face onto your avatar's face? It's really simple. All you have to do is first select this, go on and click this right arrow and go to decal, and in decal go to the texture tab and copy its texture. And now once you have copied it, go to your avatar, and under your avatar click the right arrow again and scroll down and go to your head, because that's where your face is, and click the right arrow and click face. And once again in the textures tab, just paste the link which you copied from the other face. So I have pasted it, and I'm just going to click enter. And just like that, it has actually come up on your face. So all you have to do is basically copy its texture ID and then paste the ID onto its texture. So that's pretty much it. Select your avatar, and now it should show up like this. So you should be selecting the name and not like a body part, because only that's going to get selected. So just select your name so that all of your body parts will be selected. Right click, click export selection, and name it and save it wherever you want on your computer. So I'll just save it test for the video and just save it. Now go to the file location, and I found it, so it's right here. You have to choose the one where it shows obj or 3D object, not mtl file. So it should be looking like this. Now right click it and click open with 3D viewer. Okay, so once it opens up, your texture and your pose should be just like you had left it. It should be looking just like this. And now we're going to go on the lighting. So I want to make my like face and all like brighter. So go to light rotation and just rotate it according to how you want it. So this looks like the brightest to me. If you're thinking about the shadows and all, you do not need to worry about it. We'll be fixing it in just a second. So go to file, export image, and now it shows save type as PNG, keep it as PNG. But in the size and resolution tab, click it and put it as 4K 16:9 ratio. So this gives us the best quality and the best ratio. And now over here, so that the background is transparent, click transparency and uncheck the render shadows, so there'll be no shadows, and click export. Now once again, save it and name it whatever you want. So I'll just name it tested. Doesn't make sense, but I'll just save it like that. And done. That's it for your render image. Now all we have to do is just work on the 3D software. Okay, so now that we're done with the character render, go on towards the thumbnail software which you want to use. And if you're starting out or you do not know which one to use, I suggest you to use Pixlr. Now Pixlr has two types, Pixlr X and Pixlr E. Pixlr E is much more newer and it has much more features which Pixlr X does not have. But Pixlr X is just much more simpler to start out with. So I personally started out with Pixlr X and I've just stuck to it. But a few things like outlining it, I use in Pixlr E. So whatever work you do in Pixlr X, it shows up in Pixlr E. So I just switch on between both of these softwares. I know it's pretty confusing, but basically I just use Pixlr X most of the time. And if I need to add outline effects or any other effects, I use Pixlr E. So I'm just going to first go to Pixlr X. The link to this will also be in the description. Now click create new and click create. You do not need to worry about the dimensions since the dimensions is YouTube default. Now it should be looking like this. Now first we're going to insert our character into it. So first drag the file, click add current, and it should be looking like this. Now I'm just going to scale it the way I want and position it the way I want. And this is okay for me. So now for the background, just add, you can add whatever you want, but I just have my own background which I'll be using. So I'm just going to add that. So I'm going to drag it, click add current, and I'm going to just size it fully. So now you must be wondering, like, my background is literally just covering my avatar. How am I going to fix this? Basically go to your layers tab and just move your avatar above the background so you can see it now. Now for like, now I'm going to be just showing like a cool little effect. Yeah, like an effect which it's not compulsory, but I just like using it. Basically copy the background and paste the background, and now size the background in such a way that there are like a little margins at the like there are borders. So now you must be wondering, how do I size it like in any ratio I want, like this? Instead, for you guys it must be like this. So to size it anyway like this, basically you have to just click shift. So I have sized this the way I want it to be sized. Okay, this looks okay enough. So now the trick is actually not done. Basically go towards the click the lowest layer of the background and go to adjust and filter and just go to brightness and make it 100. So it gives like this cool little like effect, I would say, which looks pretty good in my opinion. So now we're going to be adding anime lines. You don't need to really add this. I just added to enhance its beauty much more. So if you want the lines, anime lines, just join my Discord server. The link will be in the description. Ping me there and I'll send the file to you. So I'm going to click add current and I've got my anime lines here. Now I'm just going to unhide my avatar, and this is how it is. Already it looks pretty good to me. Now to increase its saturation / brightness, all you have to do is select it, go to adjust and filter. Under the color tab, you can increase the saturation all according to your will, how much you want. So I'm just going to do like this and this. And I think this much is more than enough. It's completely your wish how you want to do it. And yeah, now we're going to go to Pixlr E to outline the avatar, since Pixlr X does not have that feature. So whatever work you do, it's going to show up here. Now I did increase the saturation, but there's like a little glitch, so you'll just have to increase the saturation yourself, which is fine. So now to outline our avatar, basically you have to go to first you have to select it, go to the filter tab and click outline. Okay, so let the outline just load. So personally, you can just choose whatever color slash like its size, anything you want. So first I'm going to make the outline white, and then I'm going to re-outline it with the color black, so it'll look kind of cool. So yeah, I'm putting it somewhat like this. You can personally put it whichever way you want, it really does not matter. Now I'm again going to head back towards Pixlr X, so that I'll just readjust its saturation and stuff. Okay, so now we're done with the outline and the background. Now the only thing left is the text. So for the text, click add text, add new text, and just add whatever text you want. So I'll just write want this for the thumbnail. And to increase its size, I'll just increase it from here, and I'll just decrease its size from the width. And now for this, I think I'll just put it up here. Now to put this text like below it, I'm just going to move it below my avatar, and now my avatar is not going to be the text is not going to be covering my avatar. So I'm just going to lock my avatar first by right clicking it, since it's kind of annoying. And now I can just freely move my text. So I'm going to put the text behind my avatar so it looks kind of cool, and choose whatever whatever font you want. To add font, you have to just click this add local font and you can add it. So I'll just go with this, I guess, this font, and I'll increase its text to this. So okay, this looks pretty cool. And now for the color and all of the text, you can choose the background, outline. So I'll just outline it to black. This looks fine in my opinion. Now what I'm going to do is its shadows. So I'm going to give this like a glow-ish effect. You can just do whatever you want. Now I'm just going to add like smoke effects. You don't have to put that. I just do it so it looks pretty cool. So I'm just going to add it here, and I'm going to put it under this. So this gave like a smokish effect, and I'm going to just increase my background's saturation and brightness. So yeah, that's it. You have got yourself a thumbnail, and now the only step left is just to save it. So click Ctrl S, and this is all okay. Just click save as and name it and save it as you want. So I'm just going to write it test2. It doesn't make sense, but I'll just save it, and that's it. Now you can just go to your files location, and that's pretty much it. You have got yourself a thumbnail. I know this is a little hard if you're trying it for the first time, but trust me, if you rewatch this video and like try a couple of times, it'll be really easy. And if you're just starting out, I really think that thumbnails like these, they'll help you a lot. And yep, that's pretty much it. If this video helped you out, please subscribe, because this took quite a lot of time for me to make this, and I really hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.
Do a barrel roll.